Hey guys, it's Angel here and you're watching On Purpose with Angel Brantley. If you are returning here or you've just landed here by chance, I want to say thank you. I know that you are giving me your time. I hope that I stewarded well by sharing things that will encourage, motivate, and inspire you to be the very best version of yourself. With that being said, I'm really excited. In fact, I considered standing up for this because it is day one of the Restoring Value in Relationships devotion. This is a 5-day devotion that I released back on my blog at the time for ladies, but I don't want you to think that if you're not a lady that you cannot apply the things that I will share over the next 5 weeks. And so I am going to release this every Wednesday for 5 weeks. So you'll get it some in, I think like 3 in February, and you'll get to the first 2 weeks of March. So with that being said, if you have not subscribed, liked, or commented any of these things, and you don't want to miss this, I would say forget all the other stuff, just subscribe. But any other thing, I would appreciate it because I like the feedback, I like the engagement, and I really try to respond to everything that I see. So thanks again if you are here. I want to jump in because it is day one and we're talking about missing people. The title of day one is I Miss Her. Remember that I'm going to link the devotion itself in the description so you can check it out at your leisure as well. But this day was basically about you being honest with yourself. I know that there's relationships that end out of nowhere, or it's a slow progression of things that have happened over time that's caused certain relationships to end. I am not telling you that that is wrong. What I'm telling you is that I believe that sometimes we leave those relationships wounded, hurt, disappointed, and we create walls and we begin to devalue what that relationship meant. Okay, maybe you're not friends anymore, but at one point that person and the relationship was so valuable. You had memories and you created memories and you laughed together and you cried together. So although that person is not in your life anymore, they are still valuable. And what they brought to your life was valuable. Maybe it turned toxic, and that's fine. I understand that things go sour. But I want you to stay in the vein of identifying that no matter what happened in that relationship, that person and the time that I spent with them was valuable. Yes, I was hurt. Yes, I was disappointed. Yes, I did things wrong. Take ownership. I didn't do everything right. But I want to be able to move forward in other relationships without a wall within me. And when I say a wall, I mean sometimes we leave from relationships and we say, oh, I'm fine, I'm good. You know, that didn't mean anything, and that person all of a sudden is the worst person in the world, but yet you were friends for 10 years. I think that when we do that, we take a stance within ourselves that causes us to try to protect certain things within us, and we project our feelings and our thoughts onto other people. And so today we want to start with identifying and acknowledging I miss her or I miss them. And yes, we may not be in a relationship, but they are still valuable. They're valuable because God died for all of us. Jesus died for all of us. God sent his son to die for all of us. So we're valued at the same rate. A life, the Son of God, Jesus Christ, is what brought value to all of our lives. And so when I walk away from relationships, I can say that that's the end of this, but that person is still good. That's still a child of God. And I choose to leave relationships with a heart posture of gratitude and thanking God for what was and what's to come. But when we do not acknowledge what was, and we try to act like it did not matter, I believe we're setting ourselves up for future failure in relationships. So today I want you to declare that you will no longer walk away from friendships or relationships devaluing that person. But also I want you to be praying for that person or people. Because me personally, it wasn't one person, it wasn't two, it wasn't three. I messed up royally in a lot of friendships. I messed up. Was I hurt? Did they mess up? Yeah, but that's not my focus. I messed up in those relationships as well. Some of those things have been restored since I wrote this devotion in 2017. Some of them was restored by way of us just acknowledging that things didn't go right, but we loved each other and we're okay with moving on. And some of them were restored where we're in a relationship again and things are better than they were prior. They don't look like what they used to look like, but they're still better, because it's what we need in this season of our lives. And so I'm really happy that that's happening, but I still struggle with friendships. I still have hard times. I still struggle with, once I'm hurt, moving beyond it. And so I am praying for a few people this week to say, God, I know that this is your child, and yes, they hurt me, but they are valuable. And God, I hope that they begin to see you the way that you see themselves, the way that you see them. I pray that they'll reach their full potential in you, Father. God, I declare that they are the head and not the tail, that they're above and not beneath. Like, we want to be praying honest prayers for these people, because at the end of the day, they may not be in your life, but they're in the lives of other people. And they deserve God's very best for their lives. And we are hoping and believing that they will have that. That may require some other things to shift in their lives. That's not our job. But we are praying that the ground of their hearts will be ready to receive whatever God has for them. So today, pray for her. Pray for them. And allow God to begin to uproot the pain and the disappointment that you felt from that relationship. I cannot wait until day 2. Thanks for watching, you guys. I love you so much. Bye.